supported by Suryodaya Municipality, Ilam.
Hello, Namaste dear parents and students. I warmly welcome you to the alternative periodic radio learning program produced by Education, Youth and Sports section of Suryodaya Municipality in coordination of Radio Fikal 90.6 MHz. The program is being broadcasted at the same time from Radio Fikal 90.6 MHz, Radio Buddhabadi 95.7 MHz and Radio Nepal Vam 94.9 MHz. You can listen to us live on Facebook page of Radio Fikal and also watch us on Swarnim Nepal Online television on YouTube. Today, I am here to facilitate the subject compulsory English for the students of class 8. So dear students, I request you to be ready with a copy and a pen. It will be very necessary because you have to write a lot of information. And today, I am here to discuss about the subject grammar and the chapter that is very much important, and the chapter that we are going to discuss today is the articles. Okay, you have heard a lot about articles in previous classes also. I think you have studied about this. Certain things are there that you need to remember about the articles. Articles has lot of rules and regulations and it is very important also. But today we will discuss to the certain rules and actually the introductory part of the articles. So I think you are all set with copy, pen and every material. So we will start now. Okay, before talking about the articles, its definitions, I want you to write some of the examples, some of the sentences. I will read the sentences from here. You need to copy it. So the first sentence is, a European visited our school yesterday. A European visited our school yesterday. So it's the first sentence, a European visited our school yesterday. So second sentence is that you made a couple of mistakes. You made a couple of mistakes. Okay, number 3. Mr. Smith is an Englishman. Mr. Smith is an Englishman. Okay, number 4. A cow is an animal. A cow is an animal. Number 5. The moon looks beautiful. The moon looks beautiful. And another sentence is that the Prime Minister is to address the nation. The Prime Minister is to address the nation. So I think you have copied the information. Okay, so students, now I request you to underline the articles from these sentences. Articles, please underline them. If you have a pre-knowledge of articles, you can underline them. I request you to underline them. Okay, I think you have done. So let's take it. In the first sentence, a is there. A European and a, that is to be underlined. Number 2, you made a couple of mistakes. A. There also a is there, that is to be underlined. Number 3, Mr. Smith is an Englishman. N is to be underlined. Number 4, a cow is an animal. So a is there before cow, that is to be underlined. and before animal N is there, that is to be underlined. Number 5, the moon looks beautiful. The is there. Before moon, the is there, that is to be underlined from this sentence. And number 6, the Prime Minister is to address the nation. Before Prime Minister, the is there. The Prime Minister is to address the nation. Again the nation, there is the, that is to be underlined. So whatever you have underlined, these words are called the articles. So you underline the articles. So actually now you may have the question, what kind of words are called articles? What is the meaning of articles? So we will talk about this. Okay, so article is the word that used to modify a noun with a person, place, object or idea. So article is a word. You need to remember, article is the word. Those words which are used to modify a noun. Those nouns can be a person, that can be a place, object or any kind of idea. So noun refers to a noun, the article refers to a noun or a group of nouns. And as articles modify a noun, we can say that articles are a part of an adjective. So according to your pre-understanding, you already studied about the adjectives. Adjectives generally modify. They modify the noun. So here what we need to remember is that articles also modify noun. That's why these articles are also called, or they are taken as a part of adjectives. I think you are clear about this. So articles, they modify. For example, a tree. If you say this, a tree, generally that means one tree, isn't it? A tree, that is one tree. An apple, one apple. But if you say only apple, at that time, how many apples are there, their quantity or anything, that we cannot understand clearly. So in this way, these articles modify the nouns. Okay, so after that, what we need to remember is that how many types of articles are there? That is the question. How many types of articles are there? Okay, I request you to write this. There are 2 types of articles. How many types? 2 types of articles are there. Number 1 is called the definite articles. The second one is called the indefinite articles. Okay, 1 definite article, second indefinite articles. So definite articles, that is the, the is definite article, and indefinite article a and n. It's 2 articles. So altogether 3 articles are there, a, n and the. The 3 articles are there, and among them a and n indefinite article, the is the definite articles. So today we will discuss only about indefinite articles. Okay, so actually what is indefinite articles? You need to remember the meaning of indefinite. Indefinite means something that is not. You are talking about which particular thing you are talking about. You will not have the information, you will not have the idea. So that is indefinite articles. So indefinite articles are a and n. Remember, a and n are indefinite articles. Each of these articles is used to refer to a noun which is not a specific person, place, object or idea. Repeat, each of these articles is used to refer to a noun which is not a specific person, place, object or idea. For example, an event in the history. Write this, an event in the history. So here what you need to remember is that event in the history. we are talking about that event, but is it specific? Which event we are talking about? We do not have information. We do not know which event, because there are so many events in the history. So about which event we are talking, we are not sure. That's why this is not specific and it is indefinite. So N is used, that is the article, and event in the history. So I already told you, A and N, these two are indefinite articles. So an event is used. Indefinite article is used before event, because which event, it is not sure, it is not specific. Similarly, another example is a jeep in the garage. Write it, a jeep in the garage. So here also we used a jeep. Before a jeep, or is used, and this is indefinite article, because which jeep we are talking about, this is not sure. There can be a lot of jeeps in the garage. So which jeep we are talking about, this is not sure. So I think you are clear about this. Again, I would like to repeat some information. Articles, actually they are the part of an adjective because they modify a noun or a group of nouns. Similarly, there are two types of articles, definite and indefinite. So indefinite articles is used to refer to something that is not specific, and A and N, these two indefinite articles, are used to refer to a noun which are not specific. So at first, what some of the sentences were written, there also you can find a European visited our school yesterday. So that European is there, and a European, that means the European is not specific. Similarly, Mr. Smith is an Englishman. Englishman, that means it is actually a nationality. Similarly, a cow is an animal is there. So here a lot of examples are there, because a lot of animals are there. So N is used, indefinite article is used. So such things are there. So I think you are clear about the introductions of articles or indefinite articles. Now some of the uses of articles. We are going to discuss about some of the uses of articles, indefinite articles, A and N. So one thing you need to remember, indefinite articles are used with a singular countable noun. The very first point is that you need to remember, please write it. Indefinite article A and N is used before a singular countable noun. For example, I have cell phone. I have a cell phone. So cell phone is a noun that is singular. So what is the difference between countable noun and uncountable noun? You need to remember, I think you have already studied about this. Countable noun can be counted. We can say one cell phone, two cell phone. So it's countable noun. Uncountable noun cannot be counted. For example, water. Can we say one water, two water? Of course not. So these kind of nouns are uncountable nouns. So what we need to remember, indefinite articles A and N are used before singular countable noun. I think you got the point. Other examples can be there. They bought a car last year. They bought a car last year. A car is there. So car, singular noun, and that is countable. So they bought a car last year. She lives in a flat. she lives in a flat. So what we need to remember is that flat can be counted and it's a singular noun. Okay, so that is the very first point. I think you got the point. That means A and N, these articles are used before singular countable nouns. Okay, another point is that A and N, we use A and N when it is used for the first time, when we are talking about the noun for the first time. In the previous example, I have a cell phone, we said. That means we are talking about cell phone for the very first time, isn't it? So I have a cell phone. We used a cell phone, and the phone is the best. If we again say, we are using the because we are using the cell phone for the second time. Okay, these things are there, and such kind of rules are there. A lot of rules are there, but there is one important thing that we need to remember about the use of A and N, that you should have information about the sound, okay, vowel and the consonant. It is very necessary to know, because articles, indefinite articles A and N are used before the noun, and the noun can either be pronounced or it can begin from either the vowel sound or from the consonant sound. So generally what we need to remember is that A is used before the consonant sound. Okay, A is used before a consonant sound, and N is used before N. It is used before a vowel sound. So you may have a question. You can ask question that can we use N before the vowel letters like A, E, I, O and U? If you think so, you will be wrong. Not before the vowel letters. Actually, what generally happens, there are some of the letters, some of the sounds, okay? Some words, for example, H-O-U-R. It's not hour, but it's hour. So what we need to remember, that some letters remain silent. Okay. For example, E-W-E, we say it U. Okay. So ya is the pronunciation, ya is the sound there. H-O-U-R, hour. So a sound is there. So what we need to remember is that we should use N before vowel sound, not before the vowel letters. Okay, and A is used before a consonant sound, not before a consonant letter. That is the fact. That is the point that we need to remember. And so many words are there. Okay, we should not look after the the letters only, but their sound will be different, and we need to focus on the sound that is produced while uttering the words. Some of the examples can be there. If we say university, university starts from U. U is actually a vowel letter, isn't it? But pronunciation is university. So your sound is there. That's why before university we cannot use N. N cannot be used before university because the sound is the consonant sound. Okay, similarly H-O-N-E-S-T, honest. H-O-N-E-S-T, honest. So this is not honest, this is honest. So the sound is A, which is actually a vowel sound. So before honest we use N. So an honest will be there. He is an honest person. So actually you need to remember, do not look after the letters, either vowel letters or consonant letters. Do not look after that, but be careful about their sound. While producing or while uttering the words, different sounds will produce. So either the word begins from vowel sound or the consonant sound. You need to understand that, and if the word starts from vowel sound, you have to use N. If it starts from the consonant sound, you have to use A. So that is the very important point that you need to remember. Okay. So I already told you it is used before a singular noun that is countable. I already told you, I think you got that information. Another point is that whenever it is used for the first time, we use either A or N. And one thing I like to tell you, if you understand the use of N very properly, then it will be easy. Okay, use of N, not use of A. A or N both are indefinite articles. They are used before the noun, singular countable noun. But there are three things that you need to remember. Three things are to be remembered about the use of N, so that it will be very easy. So number one, I would like is specific. We call it abbreviation. I think you knew it. Abbreviation, short form. C is an SEE candidate. Write the sentence. C SHEC is an SEE candidate. Another one, he is an MSc teacher. M.SC.teacher. He is an MSc teacher. So here let's see in these two examples. SEE, short form of secondary education examination. SEE is the short form. So short form SEE, how you pronounce S? S means A sound is there. So it's a vowel sound, isn't it? So in abbreviation, in short form, if it starts from vowel sound, you have to use N. This is number one. Number two, N is used before a word that begins with vowel sound. That you already understood. If it begins from vowel sound, we have to use N. And number three is that N is used before a word that begins with silent H in pronunciation. The letter H, which will remain silent in many conditions. So if H is remaining silent there, at that time we have to use N. These three things are there, three rules are there for the use of N. I think I need to repeat this again. If you already copied, it will be okay. If not, I'll try to cover up the information. So N is used before individual pronunciation with vowel sound in short form. In short form, in abbreviation form, if the first letter begins from vowel sound, you have to use N. So I already given the example, an SEE candidate, an MSc teacher. So A is there, vowel sound. So in short form, if it starts from vowel sound, you have to use N. Another one is that N is issued before a word that begins with vowel sound. And what you need to remember is that mostly the words which starts from vowel letters will produce vowel sound, but not always. I already told you while giving the example of university. University begin from U, vowel letter, but the sound produced is your sound, which is not vowel. So not always, but in most of the cases, the word, if it starts from the vowel letter, it will produce vowel sound. And third point is that N is used before a word that begins with silent H in pronunciation. I already told you, silent H, like in HOUR. So this is not hour, this is hour. Similarly, HONEST, honest, honest is there. This is also, it starts from consonant letter, but the pronunciation is vowel. So, dear students, I think time is running. So, these are the very basic information that you need to understand about the articles. In the coming classes also, we will discuss a lot about the articles. So, it's time to wrap up the class for today. Before leaving, I would like to thank Miss Pavitra for technically supporting me, and in another class we will talk again. We will discuss about the chapters. Till then, I would like to say goodbye. Have a great learning. Thank you very much.